I just came in and she was like that, all blue.
Hey, Maniacs.
Hey, Mystery Maniacs.
This is Mystery Maniacs, a comedy recap podcast. Each week, we choose an episode of a mystery show and dive into the murder, the mayhem, the loonies, and everything else we love. It is a spoiler podcast. We're going to tell you who did it. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark, and this is Season 9, Episode 4 of the Brokenwood Mysteries, Going to the Dogs.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, there's not a lot of dogs.
That was my bark.
There's more horses in this episode than there are dogs.
You're right.
And there's no Frenchie and no English bulldog.
But there's a puppy party.
There's-
It's a puppy party.
There is a puppy party.
Everybody who says puppy party seems silly when they say it, but it's fun.
I guess, sorta.
We got a present this week.
Oh boy, did we get a present. If this is being recorded on Saturday night, I will release the video to everyone. I've only released it now to the people on Instagram and the special club.
Ooh. Yes,
But
Mark from Surrey. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Sent us a program from the Midsummer Murders stage show.
Which would have been awesome enough as is.
But it gets better.
Oh, it gets better.
Daniel Casey autographed it. Dedicated to the Mystery Maniacs.
It says in...
Mark's flipping through the program to find the signature.
It says, Mystery Maniacs, lots of love, Daniel Casey.
Woo! We felt very special.
We did.
Though Mark did let us know, unfortunately, Daniel Casey had never heard of the podcast.
Never heard of it.
But that's okay. He's busy.
He's busy. He's a busy guy.
He's had 5 years to learn about us, but that's okay.
It's okay.
Not everybody's on the podcast, I guess. Whatever. No. Maybe he'll listen now. Maybe he'll be intrigued.
Maybe
he thinks that Mark from Surrey is crazy.
I don't. I am.
Some guy wanted my signature and then asked me about Maniacs. I don't know.
The best part is that's all sorts of good parts, but there is another best part, which is you have to fill out a customs declaration when you're sending anything overseas, and the contents of this package were one secondhand theater program.
Yes. Thank you, Mark. That was really nice of you to send it.
Absolutely.
We're so
Thank
happy
you,
to
Mark.
have it.
Yep.
Speaking of gifts from Mark, our Mark, you
Yes.
have created a gift for our listeners this week.
Yes. So at the very start of the episode, there's a newspaper. I will go into little parts of that soon. But on the back of the newspaper is a crossword. And I was like, they must have one of those crossword making things that I can make a crossword for this episode. So I did.
Now, if you are a cryptic crossword aficionado or some kind of crossword expert, this is not going to be challenging to you. It's a fun crossword.
This is high school English level comprehension.
Oh, this is like study guide crossword?
Yes.
Let's make study fun crossword level?
Yes,
Okay.
that's what this is.
It's if you've seen the episode, you should be able to fill this crossword. So it should be satisfying
It should be.
for people who are bad at crosswords like me.
Yes.
I don't think I've ever finished a crossword. I have a PhD in English, and I cannot finish a crossword.
I tell you, dear listeners, there's a new book of Poirot puzzles out. And before I did that book, I bought the Agatha Christie's kids puzzle book to work on first. And I'm working my way through that to gain confidence. Because, wow, I looked at the first one in the other book and I was like,
Did that ever happen in a book?
I don't know logic.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Next week, we won't have an episode because Mark will be at a comic book convention.
The Illinois Comic
You don't pronounce the S on the end. How long have you lived in the United States?
The Illinois
There you
Comic-Con. So,
that makes you
which
American.
is in Peoria, Illinois.
Yes.
And I will be there Saturday and Sunday. So if you're in the area and like comic books, drop by. And also, I will be on a podcast Monday evening. All that information will also be in the
A comic book podcast?
yes, a comic book podcast by the people who print my comics.
Oh.
So there'll be lots of esoteric printing things. But if you want to listen,
And no sucking up to keep your business, right? Obviously, no.
I am a very small fry in their big pond.
I'm sure, yeah.
So.
All right, are you ready to talk about going to the dogs?
Absolutely. So first of all, this episode originally aired the 1st of May, 2023. Mike Smith directed this, and it was written by Tim Baum and Mike Smith.
So the big theme of this episode, as
Yes.
far as I'm concerned,
Yes.
is stupid criminals. These are, of all the crimes, because it's not just a murder, all of the crimes that are committed in this episode are committed by people who are incredibly dumb at being criminals.
Yes. This is stupid criminals and the ends of relationships. That's really what this episode is.
Kinda. Yeah. I mean, Andrea, the victim, and her marriage to Craig definitely ends because she's dead.
Craig, the worst person ever at looking innocent.
He goes out of his way.
If you rewatch the beginning, like I did, you're like, wait a minute. He is so guilty McGilterson.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, he doesn't let them, he forces them to go to a location. He's like, never mind that. He's like, ready to touch the car. Like, he might as well have a t-shirt on that said, I murdered my wife and all I got was this lousy t-shirt.
So let's just give an overview of the story, right? Just
Okay.
we'll just do it briefly and not because there's too much to talk about. Okay. So long story short, there's a puppy party, which is a dog training class at the park.
Yes.
Andrea, who's a veterinary nurse, is there with Julianne, who is the dog whisperer. They're doing the training. Andrea never goes home.
Nope.
Her husband reports her missing in the morning.
Yes.
They find her dead at the park, dead against a tree, bound to the tree with a horse bridle, horse reins.
And we don't mention this much anymore because usually we only have one dead body. But Andrea does chef's kiss version of dead body.
I watched her eyes so closely, waiting for her to blink. And she is on screen for longer periods of time than I cannot blink. Like when I was rewatching it, I kept my eyes open as long as she did. And I didn't make it. She does a really good job.
Absolutely did a fantastic job.
So she's bound to the tree. And then we find out that, of course, there's all this controversy at the vet's office.
Yes.
Her husband is the vet.
You mean the wisteria covered vet's office?
Yeah.
Oh my
Let's not
gosh.
talk about that. It makes me
Everything in this episode is covered in wisteria.
makes me bitter.
Frodo's coffee cart is covered in wisteria.
No. So her husband, Craig, is the vet. His business partner is Bonnie, the other vet, who is the identical twin sister of Julianne, the dog whisperer.
Yes.
So we have one actress playing two parts.
Yes.
Then there are like little side characters there in the vet's office.
Yes. The worst run vet's office of all time.
And then we have Ron, the world's grumpiest man,
Yes.
who brings his dog to the puppy party.
Who is legitimately grumpy.
And we'll talk about why he deserves to be grumpy. Julianne and Bonnie, the twins, don't get along.
No, but they say the same things about each other, which I thought was nice.
Yeah.
It's well done.
They are still twins.
Yeah.
Even though they do everything they can not to be twins, to be as least like each other as possible.
And we want to say a couple of things. One, twins is a gimmick, but these two characters are played by one actress. It is not gimmicky the way they do it. There's only like maybe two scenes where you're like, wait a minute.
Where they're in a scene together, not alternating camera shots, but you actually see them in the same shot. Like there's one shot in the lobby of the cop shop.
Yeah. And then there's no silly parent trap weirdness.
No.
Screen thingies or.
But we should talk about how the actress differentiated one character from the other in her acting.
Yes.
It's interesting.
Which I think she did a good job.
I do too. I think even if you took their hairdo away, you would still be able to tell them apart. Which is another way that Bonnie is dumb, but we'll get into that.
By the way, Bonnie is the killer.
Yes. So in the end, we find out that Craig is deep in debt,
Yes.
gambling, overspending on the practice, all kinds of bad financial decisions. And
Doping horses.
And as a result, he is doping a horse that he owns with Julianne.
Yes.
So that it can win races and get him, and he places bets on the race. And
Yes.
there's a horse race on the beach.
Well, sort of. Like, it gets better, but at the beginning, you're like, there are like 4 people at this horse race? But it gets better. But there is controversy with the horse race.
Subplot, our Frodo is taking temporary custody of a tortoise named Hercules that he continues to lose.
Hercules!
And Chalmers and Missy may or may not have a relationship.
Well, I'll tell you what, they don't anymore. Never seen again.
Really? This is our last Missy episode?
Last Missy episode.
But the episode ends with them riding horses on the beach, and you think, finally, they're going to work this out and be together.
Poof. Don't worry. Beth goes poof next episode.
Yeah.
So
we also have Beth, Mike's partner, waiting for him to get a divorce.
Yes. She sent him leaves.
Olive branch.
Yeah.
Because she composted the divorce papers.
I would like...
Go throttle her. Wherever she is, go throttle.
Yep.
I'll give you a call next time I'm near a phone.
I do know in the next episode, Beth and Mike go.
Yeah, they find her.
Yeah. They go find her.
You're like, finally.
I would have been like, as soon as... If I was Beth...
When she came back from Australia and he hadn't done anything about it, I would have turned around and went right back. Goodbye.
Yep. Even before she went to Australia, I would have been like, let's go. We'll do it today.
Yeah.
I'll take off work. Let's go.
Get it done.
Yep.
So in the end, we know that Bonnie did it because, well, she's a bad person. She's nasty.
Yes.
Basically.
She's arrogant.
She's a bad vet. She kills animals on accident and doesn't take responsibility for it. I almost said credit for it. She doesn't take responsibility for it.
Yeah. She blames other people. She bullies other people.
She's just bad.
Yep.
She's a pucker-lipped bad person.
Yes.
That's the difference between her and Julianne, by the way, is that she's constantly got a pursed, puckery face and wears her hair back. Okay. And she's a dumb criminal.
Oh, the dumbest.
So where shall we start?
How about the discussion of bondage?
You mean this is how Gina is awkward in this episode moment?
Yes.
Yes.
Luckily, she mentions Austrians and Norwegians in her awkwardness.
Because, Austrians are into that stuff.
Yeah. Mike is like,
in Vladivostok, only men ride horses, and they ride them naked, wearing only bearskin hats. That's my Gina impersonation.
I'm like, okay, riding a horse naked. Okay, I'm going to do this in a way that we don't get in trouble.
And you have to assume no saddle.
You're
bareback, naked.
You're a dude. Saddle is not important here. The problem is there are parts that would be...
You'd be bouncing on your junk.
Bouncing around.
It would be a rough
I'm
ride.
a little concerned about self-castration at this point. No, want to ride? No.
Real men ride horse naked.
They're not real men for long.
I always find the Gina weirdness funny.
Yes.
But then I also, in my head, kind of play out, like, if I were Gina, what was I expecting to happen if I wasn't so awkward and people actually responded? So they're at the crime scene. She's just walked up to inspect the body for the first time, which is a dead woman with her eyes wide open. She is almost as blue as her jumper, and she's bound to a tree with a set of horse bridles. And Gina turns to Mike and says, what is your experience with bondage? Which, of course, he's like, can you give us cause of death yet?
And Sims appears out of nowhere.
Oh, sidles right up and's like, I'm here for this conversation. I want to hear your answer, because she's so nosy. I love that about Sims. But what does Gina expect him to say? Oh yes, I'm very into it. I have this equipment and that equipment, and this is what I like. That's not going to happen. This is not an appropriate place for that conversation to happen, Gina. So why even say it?
Yeah.
Because she's awkward. She wears a cowboy hat to a horse race on the beach.
and tries to get Sims to wear one, which is fantastic. We find out Sims has a brother.
We know she has a sister.
So we know she has a sister. Oh, boy. If you haven't seen that episode.
It's in a later season.
And now we know that she has a brother that took her to a horse race and she lost all her pocket money.
What was she doing betting as a kid?
I do not know.
Who's taking bets from kids? That was a shifty horse race they went to.
Apparently it was a shifty horse race.
I don't understand this crime scene.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we just talk about the crime? Because so much of this hinges on, so Bonnie is like the central spoke of deception, right? She's manipulating everybody around her, culminating in this death. And she strikes me as an intelligent person.
But
evil, but
one
intelligent.
Person sees her, she's done.
Well, that's the case with most murders.
No,
right?
okay.
If one person sees you murder somebody, you're done.
Okay.
If there's one witness who lives, you're done.
But she takes the dead body from her house.
From whose house? Her own house?
Her own house, which is a good idea.
Kill her in your own house?
To remove her from your
Well,
house.
yeah. She's got no alibi if Andrea's found dead in her living room and Julian in Bonnie's living room.
I just came in and she was like that, all blue.
What's the kiss about?
That's the puckered lips.
Oh.
But then she says, I'm going to take her to an incredibly crowded public place.
It's nighttime. The park's not crowded anymore.
There are people who go to parks at nighttime.
Let's start with Andrea's evening.
And
let's back up.
Okay.
So Andrea does the puppy party.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
After the puppy party, she gets a text, a call from a source that she thinks is the vet's office saying that Ron has called and requested somebody comes out to his house right away because his puppy is ill.
Which makes sense for her to go out there because Ron thinks that she killed his dog.
Yes.
So she's going to want to make amends to Ron.
Right.
Right.
And a good doctor of any sort, even a nurse, puts aside their own personal feelings about somebody and thinks about the patient. So even if she didn't want to have a confrontation with Ron, she cares about the dog. And if the dog's in distress, she's going to put her feelings about Ron aside, that awkwardness, which we'll talk about in a second, and goes there. But
that message is not tracked.
Yeah. I don't know where the message comes from. Because if it was a call from the office, she would know who was calling her.
Yes.
If it was a text, it came from some text system that they have, I guess. I think that's the only explanation. So anyway, so she goes out there and he says, no, I didn't call. The dog's fine. And they end up having a conversation about how it's not Andrea's fault that his dog died. It was actually Bonnie, the vet, right?
Yeah. And actually, we need to go a tiny bit back before this. In the afternoon, before the puppy party, Andrea sends Bonnie a note that says, I'm going to expose you. Mm-hmm. Okay? Because that's the inciting incident.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Because there's no reason for her to go to Ron's.
Because Bonnie has done some malpractice.
Yep.
Everybody's been covering for her. She's been blackmailing people to get them to cover for her. Andrea's done with it. And she's like, I'm leaving and I'm going to expose this. I can't do this anymore. Right?
Yes.
How does Andrea get to Julianne's house?
In her car. Because she leaves an oil spot at Julianne's house.
Why? Why does she go to her house?
I think she calls
her. Bonnie.
I think she calls Bonnie, calls her and says, I want to talk about this note.
And she goes to her house? I would say, no way, no how.
Never mind the fact that, okay, I joke that we've bought our dentist boats. Right?
Yeah.
And our vet is super good at understanding huge expenses. Mm-hmm. They've been very good with us. Mm-hmm. But the house that Bonnie lives in is a freaking mansion.
Yeah, and she lives alone.
And yeah. So then she drinks the tea.
We're supposed to believe that Andrea goes to Bonnie's house willingly to discuss the fact that Andrea is quitting and is going to end Bonnie's career.
Yes.
And she's willing to go there and be alone with her.
And Andrea says, Bonnie says she's going to fess up to the vet council. Oh. The Council of Vets.
So Andrea's like, oh, well, then everything's okay. I trust you again. If you're going to admit what you've done.
I guess I'll drink this drug tea then.
Yeah. And then pass out on your couch so you can stick a needle in my back.
Yeah.
Step 1 of bad crime.
Yes.
Okay.
Like she could have put it in her leg.
Anywhere where Andrea could have reached would have been smart.
Yes.
Right?
Then you put her back in the car.
Drive her to the park.
Send the text to her husband. I can't take it anymore.
And it looks like she's taken her own life using drugs from the vet's office.
At least sort of.
Yeah.
They would eventually get through that. I think they're smart enough.
It would, but she'd have a way better chance of getting away with it.
She would have gotten away in her company car. The company car is not a getaway vehicle.
No. So Bonnie bundles Andrea's body back into Andrea's car, drives it back to the park where they had the puppy party.
Now, I understand that Andrea she's not a big woman.
No, but nor is Bonnie.
But nor is Bonnie. The carrying and the lifting and the...
You know the answer to that question?
The machinations.
Fireman's carry.
Oh.
Apparently, if you can do fireman's carry, you can carry somebody 20 times your weight if you know how to do it and lift with your knees.
Well, what needed to happen was Dr. Death Magnet needed to show up and go, I taught her the fireman's carry. Goodbye.
So uber strong Bonnie piles Andrea in her own car.
She-Hulks.
She-Hulks it, drives her back to the park where she was in the afternoon.
Bear in mind, driving with a dead body.
Yeah.
One single individual. Where is Mrs.
M
when we need her?
So Craig notes that when he came looking for his wife at the park earlier, her car wasn't there. Or no, the night before, her car wasn't there.
At like 6 o'clock or something.
But now the car in the morning is there.
Again, he acts and sounds the most guilty possible.
Oh, I know. Andrea gets put against a tree and Bonnie binds her to the tree using a horse bridle that belongs to Craig.
Now, this is where I have a problem. At some point, previous to Andrea sending the email, Bonnie takes the reins. Mm-hmm. What was she going to do with
She swipes them from Craig's car, just in case.
Just in case what?
I don't know.
Just in case you're going to kill somebody?
Remember, she's blackmailing and framing everybody around her for everything that she's doing wrong.
That's
and knows that Craig is already committing crimes.
I know all of that, but her doing something specific of taking the reins is weak sauce.
It's a bridle. Because taking the reins is something else.
Okay.
She's taking the reins on crazy and driving it all the way home.
She's driving all the way home.
But then, after tying Andrea's body to the tree, I guess to frame Craig and Julianne because they own the horse that the bridle belongs to.
I guess.
She does the smartest thing. She puts up her hood, which in a show like this, makes you invisible.
Because she has to be invisible because now she has a to-do list.
She has to get home somehow from there.
She has to get home,
seen.
But she also has to stop at the vet office
and break in.
She's like walking all over the place.
Yeah. So she
has a hood up.
She has to do a fake break-in at her own vet's office.
Yes.
And rummage the place so that it looks all turned upside down.
Then the next problem I have is she comes back to work. She pretends work happens. We have a whole bunch of problems with the vet office that we'll get to. After a few days, while they're investigating, she could have leisurely drived away from Brokenwood, right? Mm-hmm. And been on holiday or something. I had already planned this holiday.
You mean she could have fled the scene?
She could have fled after a few days, not right away.
I don't think she could play that off because vets have schedules that go way out the wazoo. I mean, we make appointments for Olive in like 6 months from now.
Maybe. But she waits till the very last minute to run away.
But Bonnie is so bad.
Yes.
She has woven a web of people around her ready to turn on her at any moment because she's victimizing everybody, right? So Craig is deep in debt.
Yep.
And has a gambling problem.
Yep.
And is illegally importing anabolic steroids to use on a horse to win races.
With record.
So she's got that on him,
Yeah.
right? Brianna, the female Frodo,
Yes.
who is the receptionist at the vet's office, knows about the shipments. And Bonnie has said, since you know about them, you're an accomplice.
Yeah.
Right? Prisha, who is the other vet, knows what's going on. And
Seen her kill animals.
has seen Bonnie commit malpractice, just negligent malpractice and surgery, causing the death of other people's pets. And when confronted, Bonnie has said, well, it would be too bad if something happened to your parents' immigration paperwork.
Yeah. Which is
So everyone around her hates her.
so.
She's created a human vice around her and thinks she's going to get away with
The
stuff.
moment there's any sign of weakness, they all cave.
Right. So she kills Andrea because Andrea is going to expose her malpractice and tries to frame her own sister and Craig for the murder.
And then tells the people at the vet's office to lie for her.
Yeah.
She's a bad criminal.
She's a bad criminal.
But she's good with the club, the golf club.
She does hit Mike twice with the golf club and kick Sims in the head.
Twice. And kicks Sims in the head. When Sims throws her down on the car, we're all like, yeah.
Twist her arm tighter. She's bad.
I just wanted to see her try to hit Sims with the golf club, hit Chalmers with the golf club, and him go,
Just,
okay.
It just bounces off of
Just
him.
bounces off of it.
Or he just catches it, snaps it in half, throws it over his shoulder.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Okay. The vet's office. Things that are problematic about the vet's office. Okay. Number 1, the wisteria. Number 2.
If you've blocked it out or you just didn't care enough to know, the reason why we're so anti-wisteria is that we had a wisteria tree that we nursed like another child for years, and it never, ever bloomed.
Never.
It ripped an arbor out of the ground,
Nope.
but couldn't grow a single frickin' flower.
Not a single one.
It's dead now. It's gone.
We've killed it.
It's eradicated from our yard.
We murdered it.
And since then, I've been bitter about wisteria. Anyhow.
Number 2, other things that we're bitter about. If Brianna can get a job there, why can't they hire our children?
It's on another continent on the other side of the planet.
She's a druggie and a bad witness and a bad manager
and dumb.
and dumb.
But she can get a job.
I'm like, my kid could do most of my kids could do an awesome job there. And we'll have the moral fortitude to go, no, I'm not lying for you.
They also have a handwritten drug register that looks like
We will get to that piece.
Scrooge's bank records or something. I don't know what that book is supposed to be.
There is stuff crossed out, and whoever made that register went extra hard.
Yeah.
Like there are at least 3 filled out pages.
I think it's an old bank register.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, Sarah. A woman has been murdered at this vet's office. Okay. Now, who worked at this vet's office?
Mm-hmm.
There's been a break-in at this vet's office.
Mm-hmm.
There's suspected anabolic steroids related to this vet's office, and animals have died.
Mm-hmm.
Why doesn't Mike go, we're closing the vet's office?
Oh, no, they're doing business like gangbusters.
Oh.
I mean, sick animals still need to see a vet, even if it's a vet who probably will kill them.
No, they closed that up. You should keep this door locked. No!
Here's another. Craig is so guilty. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Less than a half an hour after finding his wife's body, he's back at work. Literally a half an hour.
And then he's at the horse race cheering.
Yeah.
I was like, your wife died 24 hours ago, dude.
Your business partner killed her and tied her to a tree.
Yeah.
And you're making bets on the horse race 2 days later.
Do you think you should close the office? Oh, no. Then, okay. So the other part I have about the office that is problematic is that everyone has an office,
Yeah.
right?
An office.
Only Brianna doesn't have an office. How do they have examination rooms in this place? Because they do not have room for examination rooms because they just have offices. Now, we go to a vet that is busy. They are a very busy vet. They don't overcharge or anything like that, but they are on the bone in terms of how they run. They have examination rooms, which are places where they can make money. And then they have like a lab and offices in the back. They do not have palatial offices like these people.
I don't think each of the vets has their own office in our practice.
No, I do not think so. On top of it all, the budget that they have for clothing, posters,
Branded
and stickers,
swag.
branded swag,
Cars.
Now, I want to say they did a great job with this. The production team did a great job with this. But man, I would be like, Bonnie, we are spending too much money on stickers.
There's a sticker on the clipboard. There's a sticker on your monitor. There's a sticker on your laptop. There's a
Stickers
sticker on the door.
everywhere. Put a sticker on it.
It's heavily branded.
It is.
There is the room where they keep the medications.
And dog bowls.
You got to have the clang of a bunch of metal dog bowls
guess.
falling when you're pretending to break in.
There is no lock on that.
No.
Like when we order our dog's allergy medicine,
It comes from a dispensing machine or something.
we order it from the front office. They call back to the dispenser. The dispenser dispenses it and brings it to the front office and places it in a lock cabinet that they have to unlock when I go get the dog's medicine for her allergy pills.
You know why? Because they don't keep blue juice in there.
Blue juice? Well, I got to tell you, Bonnie must have a vat of it at home with the size of the syringe that she puts it.
It's a horse syringe.
Like I thought that Andrea was going to have blue juice shooting out of her eyes and her nose and her mouth because that thing, like it takes a half an hour for her to shove all that blue juice in
If it takes 2 hands to inject somebody, you know the syringe is big.
Like I've dealt with animal syringes. We had to put syringes in the cattle when I was a kid. I've actually done that. It is frightening and terrifying to do. They were not as big as those as that giant blue juice syringe. Never mind the fact
The blue juice comes in like 1 liter bottle.
that like Brianna is gargling it in the background. I like blue. It's a fun color.
So they say they call it blue juice because it's pentobarbital. It's the medication they use to euthanize sick animals, right?
Yes.
And they make it blue, bright blue, so that it's not confused with anything else. And so you don't accidentally give a dog or a cat or whatever a dose of it when you meant to give them something else, right?
Yes.
I have questions.
Yes.
Why does it come in such gigantic bottles?
Well, we might have to do a camel.
Then get out the camel-sized jar. But for a kitten, I would think that would be a bit of an overkill.
It would blow the kitten up like a balloon.
Oh, that's awful. I can't believe you said that.
It's horrible.
You don't have to use the whole bottle,
No.
is what I'm saying.
I would be confusing it constantly with antifreeze.
What color would you make it, though, to make it dramatic so that no one confused it? Would you make it blue, raspberry, blue?
Orange, maybe?
Red?
Red?
Acid green?
Maybe.
That looks unhealthy. You
Those
don't
are
wanna-
better colors
You
than
wouldn't
blue.
inject acid green into something if you didn't mean to. But they just call it the blue juice, which makes it sound tasty.
Yes.
Brianna thinks so.
It's blue, my favorite color.
If they're going to make it blue, they could call it something better.
Yes.
Like the Cyan Slayer. Not blue juice.
Juice makes it sound like a drink.
The Cobalt Killer.
That's better.
Cerulean Sleeper Juice.
Cerulean sleeper juice.
That's all the blue names I have. So Bonnie operated on Ron's dog. So Ron, super grumpy Ron, brings his dog in to get like a vaccination.
Yes.
And Bonnie gets it confused with another dog and does surgery on it instead
And the dog has a heart condition.
and dies.
Which is...
And Ron's wife has just passed away too.
Yes, from an illness.
So his best friend
It was sudden.
dies, and then his dog best friend dies, and he's grumpy. At first you're like, God, that guy's an asshole. Why is he so mean, And then you find out and you're like, oh, really? He should be even meaner. I would be.
Yeah.
I'd be real grumpy.
And
I wouldn't even go to the puppy party.
No, and he's also like, they do a good job of making him like, he's volatile. He's happy one minute and upset the next. That speech he gives to Mike is fantastic. It's great acting.
About when his wife passed away and the dog. And,
the most unbelievable thing is that he has an EV.
Yeah. Ron's not an electric car guy.
No.
Of course, this is New Zealand where people are more sensible.
And then, okay.
The only thing I don't like about Ron's character that I think is inauthentic is that I think we're supposed to believe that the vet's office has supplied him with the new dog as an apology.
Yeah.
Which is incredibly insensitive.
Yeah.
I know we killed your dog. Here's another one. Shut up. Right. But he calls the dog it.
Yes.
And he's not very nice to it.
No, I don't understand that.
I don't think Ron, who clearly loved his dog, would take his anger out on another dog. I mean, he's not mean to it. He doesn't kick it or anything. But the fact that I'm calling it because I don't even know if it's a boy dog or a girl dog.
Yeah.
Because we never really know because he's so kind of detached from a really beautiful collie puppy who seems to be a good puppy.
And then Bonnie involves him in another framing scheme, which I'm like, okay, this is your third framing scheme.
Oh, you mean putting the blue juice bottle by his trash bins?
Maybe it's time to leave.
Yeah. It's getting a bit complicated, Bonnie. How many people are you going to try to frame? I mean, stick to one person, frame Craig and be done with it.
Craig is already wearing his I Did It t-shirt.
He already has access to the blue juice.
Yep.
And mega syringes.
He has access to the blue juice, mega syringes.
Andrea could be willing to expose him for what he's done. They've married, so they could be bitter with each other.
He is gambling debts.
Yep. He could be in love with
Julianne. Yep. He could be in love with Julianne. All sorts of things.
Perfect framing target.
No.
But no. Bonnie has to spread the love to everybody, and she overplays her hand.
So let's talk about this horse race. Because, first of all, it's beautiful and must have been a fun day for them.
Yeah.
To film.
Because it's on the beach.
It's on the beach. There's horses. You're enjoying yourself.
Horses are pretty on TV. I don't like them in person.
At first, you're thinking maybe 3 people are here, but but then there are a lot of people.
Yeah.
There are 5 horses in the race. What happens to me that bothers me about the race is the race starts and Missy...
Who's riding one of the horses?
Is that Missy?
No, it's a man.
No, it's a guy built like Chalmers.
In the distant shots of the race, they've dressed a horseman up like Missy to ride the horse.
Yeah.
What blew me away is that one of the horses totally cheats.
The last horse totally cheats. And not anabolic steroids.
Anabolic steroids.
And not anabolic steroids.
Anabolic steroids. They have to go down the beach around a barrel and back.
Yep.
And there's one horse that just stops short of the barrel and just goes, whatever, and turns around. I'm losing anyway. It doesn't matter. I'm not going around that stupid barrel.
So this is all to raise money for charity. I'm going to give you a hint, writers. If you're going to say the money is to raise money for a charity, tell us what the charity is.
Yeah.
Just
say the children's home.
It takes 4 more words and it makes it more real.
Yeah. A charity.
Yeah.
It's for charity.
It's just for charity.
Do you think there are any actors who actually are identical twins?
Yes.
And like both of them are actors?
Yes. And
there
I
are?
know 2. Well, I know 1.
What?
So when I was in college, I met and went to school with a woman by the name of Jack Hennessy.
Okay.
Her sister is more well-known is Jill Hennessy. And she is well-known for a show called Crossing Jordan. She was on Law and Order, and she's been in a bunch of other stuff, including Dead Ringers.
And they're identical twins, and they're both actors?
They're identical twins, and at that time, they were both actors.
That's got to be hard.
It has to be super hard.
Like, I think Cameron Diaz, she was in Something About Mary. She has a twin sister, but they're not identical, and they're both not actors, right?
No.
But if you have an identical twin who's also an actor, and you go out for the same parts, how do they decide?
Well, I'm sure you
Between
go
the
out
two
for
of you.
twin parts.
No,
which was-
you don't. Because like in this episode, they save a ton of money having one actor play both parts.
Yeah.
Why would they pay two people?
Yes,
Right?
that's true.
That would kind of be a bummer. Like if you wanted to be an actor and then your twin says, me too, you got to take them out.
Yeah.
You got to hobble them at least.
Yeah. You get
Facial deformity. I mean, something.
scar, something.
Yeah. Bald patch. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just so that, you're not in competition for the rest of your life.
Frodo.
Those kids are mean.
Okay. I was ready to go to Brokenwood to fight those kids from Frodo.
Yeah.
And Chalmers actually does it. I watched.
He didn't fight them. He didn't beat them
He
up.
didn't fight them, but he actually puts his handcuffs on the bikes.
Yes.
It's a clever little piece of misdirection on the screen at that time.
So Frodo has a tortoise because somebody came to the coffee cart and
Yes.
left their tortoise behind. And he doesn't know who it belongs to, so he's taking care of it. And the tortoise is constantly getting away because you can't keep it in a box
Yes.
with some hay and some lettuce.
Yeah.
He has to let it free roam.
He has to.
And it constantly gets away. I do like that Chalmers comes up with the idea of putting the flag on the tortoise's back. He's quite proud of himself
Yes.
for that idea. But then those jerk kids, first of all, they stand around a table and laugh at it. Ha ha ha, look, a tortoise. Ha ha ha. What's even funny about that?
Yep.
But then they kidnap it and put it in a tree. If that tortoise had fallen off that branch, it could have cracked its shell and died.
Yep.
Those
They're
are bad kids.
Bad kids. BADKIDS.
I'm glad you can spell it. They're really bad. But Chalmers gets back at them by handcuffing their bikes together around a tree. They're like, whoa, yeah, man, you can't do that,
They
whatever.
couldn't just take off. So Frodo
Those
puts,
kids are going to be problematic in the future.
Frodo
Because
puts,
they clearly don't respect police.
Yep. Frodo puts the flag on the tortoise. And during the chase scene,
Yes.
the tortoise moves toward
Is
the
in the
road.
middle of the road. The car knocks the flag off of it. But then Mike and Sims almost run Frodo over.
And Mike exclaims, Jesus, Frodo! To which I think we have a new Lord and Savior.
Well,
Jesus, Frodo.
Mike is doing a bad thing. He's driving way over the speed limit. Does he have sirens and lights on?
Nope.
No, because he insists on driving that old car.
That isn't going fast enough, and Sims has to tell him.
That isn't equipped.
They do a number of Sims and Mike in the car with blue screens behind them that are all fun.
Yeah.
They're having fun.
They're making the background look like it's going by real fast.
Yeah.
Sims is like, whoa, and like getting thrown around the car.
Yeah.
I had the same thought that you did when people mention reporting Bonnie to the vet council.
Yeah.
It's not like the vets association. When I
No.
hear vet council, I think robes.
Like purple robes with yellow trim around them. And
And they would have like one person would have like fuzzy cat ears on the hood.
Yep.
And another one would have like a big horse head.
They have giant vats of blue juice.
What's their initiation like?
I do not know.
You get shot in the ass by that giant syringe. I'm just thinking about that. Like they're chanting and
They have all these animals in cages.
yes. All you can see is the tip of their noses.
Brianna, are you guys done yet? I have to go to a concert.
Yeah. I don't want to serve coffee at the vet council anymore. It's kind of creepy in there,
Frodo's offering to sell a kid's fluffy. Do you know what that is?
A what?
Kid's fluffy.
That's on the sign?
That's on the sign.
He also has Coffee to Die For, which is kind of
Yes.
heavy-handed in a murder mystery show.
It's kind of heavy-handed.
What on earth is a kid's fluffy?
It's like frothy milk with a little bit of chocolate on top.
Oh, I see. So it's like a kitty cocktail coffee version.
Yes.
I see. Well, that's a moneymaker, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder if Starbucks has something like that. I bet they do.
I bet they do.
They probably charge like $12. I still can't believe Bonnie hit Mike with a club.
Wow.
She could have broken his back.
So Mike goes into the front of the house. Sims goes around the back. There's good visual storytelling because we see the door and we see the golf clubs, and Bonnie goes, right?
I have an idea.
I have an idea.
I can fight these police persons with this club.
So then Mike walks in and you think he's safe, and then she just whacks him.
Wails on him. He doesn't do a very good job of defending himself either. And hits him while he's down, too. She's despicable.
And then they're in the car, her and Sims. And
Sims catches her. She falls down, and Sims grabs her foot. And with her other foot, she just kicks her in the forehead.
Yeah.
Like donkey kicks her.
Sims should totally be messed up. Like, needs
Nose
some blood
broken.
and bruising.
Or at least concussion or something.
Something.
She's got like hiking running boots on.
Yeah. But they're in the car, and Sims goes, I'm in pain. And Mike goes,
What I love that when they catch Bonnie and they get her back at the cop shop, and she's still acting like she didn't do it.
oh, she totally lies to them.
She's still like, well, isn't it convenient that I'm surrounded by people? I am the only honest person of all the people I know. Everybody else is a liar and a bad person, obviously. And you're falling for all of their lies.
I have a note in the recreation. That sure is a lot of the blue juice.
But
also, she puts her hand on her face, which Gina would know that there was bruising on the face.
Yes. But when they interrogate Bonnie, they use the psycho angle.
Yep.
Like 3 inches away from one side of her forehead.
Yep.
To make her look as unattractive and pucker-faced as possible. And then it goes back to the regular camera angle for Mike and Sims. Blah, 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 blah. Psycho angle.
Yes.
Blah, 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 blah. Psycho angle.
But now, Sarah and I are not master criminals. We only play them on a podcast. But we have devised a way in which she could have framed another person, and it would have been perfect.
Yeah.
All she needed to do is, after grappling with Andrea and filling her full of the blue juice.
I just imagine.
Hold on, I gotta refill this up.
Just imagine Andrea's eyes like filling up like a gauge, like to the full point.
Do you have enough in you yet?
That's why she's so blue when you see her tied to the tree.
Yeah, she's got the blue juice.
She's full of blue juice. The cyan killer.
Okay, when she's done that and fireman carried her to the car, she needs to come back into the house and change her hair and her
Let her
clothing.
hair down. Shake it. Shake it.
Shake it.
Put on the hippiest, ugliest turtleneck and cardigan vest that she can find.
Get the Doors music going on in the car.
And then dump the body in the park and then just walk away going, I think regular medicine is stupid and I believe in holistic.
I'm a dog whisperer.
I like hippie things. And
Would you like some dandelion tea?
Julianne gets arrested for the murder.
Yep.
Julianne had a motive too.
If you can't frame your twin, who can you frame?
Exactly. I mean, they don't like each other.
Nope.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It would have been so easy, but it tells us something about Bonnie's character, that no matter how evil she is, she hates her sister more.
Yeah, I think so.
So much that she can't even lower herself to pretending to be her sister.
Yep.
And Julianne has every right to hate Bonnie.
Totally, because we find...
She was in vet school, and Bonnie called her tutors and told them she was cheating when she wasn't.
Like, she's horrible.
Awful. I wouldn't even live in the same town with her.
No. No wonder they're both not married.
What sister? I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'd be gone.
Yeah.
Or I'd steal her career and go off and actually be a vet somewhere.
It is sort of implied that if you have Chekhov's twins, you need a twin scene where you're not sure which twin is which.
And you can always tell which one is which. The actress, like you must have to get in the headspace of one character or the other, right?
Yeah.
When you're playing two characters, you got to define them for yourself. So I wonder if they filmed like a majority of the Bonnie scenes and then a majority of the Julianne scenes or vice versa, so that she didn't have to go and like, obviously not like every 5 minutes changing costuming and hair and everything, but even in the same day, I think it would be tough.
Filming is done in blocks of the same location at the same time.
Right.
Right. So they film all of the stuff at the vet clinic all at the same time.
Yeah.
Right.
All the stable scenes.
All the stable scenes.
Yeah.
All that, all at the same time. And if you notice in the stable scenes, when they do any sort of long shot, it's raining.
Yeah.
And it's nowhere else in the episode.
No.
So, like, she would have done probably, let's do all the morning scenes with Bonnie at the vet. Mm-hmm. They do in the morning, they do all the scenes with Bonnie at the vet. Bonnie in her office, Bonnie interacting with people, Bonnie doing all that stuff, right? And then they would have reset the set and then done any scenes like that with
Julianne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the end, Chalmers and Missy are on the same beach riding horses, and they look like they're having so much fun.
They're having a wonderful time.
But you're telling me Missy never comes back?
Never comes back.
That's sad.
I know. Chalmers deserves. He's the only single guy in Brokenwood that's of any value.
After the credits, it's kind of easier to list the people who don't go to jail.
Yeah.
So obviously Bonnie's going to go to jail.
Yep.
Is Craig going to go to jail?
I think so because of what he's doing with the horses. And the sister knows all about that.
Julianne.
Yeah. So they're both off the pokey. Plus they tried to defraud a charity.
Julianne might get a lesser sentence because she wasn't the one acquiring the steroids and using her professional license to get them.
Maybe.
Craig's definitely gonna.
Craig's up the river.
He's definitely in
I
trouble.
love how it's an American company. You'll just send anything anywhere.
Oh, yeah. So that means the clinic closes, right?
Yeah.
Unless Prisha buys them out, which she's not in a position to do.
She is not in a position to do.
So Brianna's unemployed.
Finally, that clinic closes.
Prisha's got to find another job.
Brianna's got to find another job.
I think Ron's going to be okay with his dog.
I think so.
He's going to come around. But what a mess.
It's just a complete...
Where's Ursula the reporter or whatever her name is to cover this entire boondoggle for the newspaper?
Do not know.
Because this is a multi-page story here.
Indeed.
Everybody involved is either dumb or doing bad things except Prisha.
Yes.
I feel bad for her. I mean, Brianna's a victim of her own stupidity, but, you know.
And why is Brianna not dating Frodo?
They are perfect for each
They
other.
are perfect for each
Though
other.
they'd probably drive off a cliff in their first date
They
because
would.
they're so dumb.
Yes.
And Hercules is reunited with his owner.
Yes.
Who's probably going to forget him somewhere again because she's living at the memory center. They need to tie Hercules to her or something.
Something.
But she seems very happy to have him back.
Yes.
So we were talking and we agreed that we want to add a little segment here to the end of some of our episodes.
Yes.
We're getting to the holiday season. Sometimes the holiday season is a little dark and gloomy outside. I don't know.
Though it's like spring today in Bloomington.
But it was snowing 3 days ago.
Monday.
We thought we would add a little recommendation section here at the end of the podcast where we would recommend something for the week coming up that we think is a good thing.
Yes.
What is your recommendation for the week?
So my recommendation, I will play the sister that is all touchy-feely and everything here. And I'm going to say that my recommendation is there are a number of people who listen to this podcast who are not in the 18 to 35 demographic that are older than that.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything more than that, but are older than 35.
Yes.
Okay. It is of great benefit to me and my mobility that I do yoga on a regular basis and walk on a regular basis. It is good for my hips and it's good for my knees. Now, like, okay, I'm going to say...
But the thing about your yoga is you don't go to yoga class. You watch yoga videos on YouTube and follow along.
There is so much on YouTube. You put in yoga and your particular situation, be it older lady who is extremely tall, something like that, anything like that. You put in any sort of situation that you
Geriatrics over 7 feet yoga.
you will get, here's a whole entire course for you.
Free.
For free.
That you can follow along with.
So just move a little. That's what I'm saying. And that is my recommendation, that you find something that fits your level. And now, I'm not a doctor. I'm going to say the thing, which is you shouldn't do an exercise program without your doctor's advice, which you should get. But my doctor loves that I do this. That you should do some stretching and yoga. It helps my joints immensely. And walking.
Mark can do the splits. No, you can't.
No, I can't.
I'm just kidding.
I can't.
That's your recommendation for the week?
Yes.
Just try some yoga on YouTube?
Yes.
I wholeheartedly agree with that.
It's also good for your brain, but I won't get into that. But.
I didn't know what your recommendation was going to be, and now I feel like mine's really lame.
No. There are no value judgments about recommendation. Next week, I might be like, they have a pickle sandwich at Jimmy John's now.
I do not recommend that. I love pickles, but the pickle witch is an abomination. They literally replaced the bread with a gigantic pickle.
That's so wrong.
At Jimmy John's.
Wrong. Wrongity wrong.
Wrongity wrong. Okay, so I have two then, because I'm going to do one that I was going to do that is touchy-feely like yours, but then I have another one that's fun.
Okay.
So my touchy-feely one, before I knew you were going to do a touchy-feely one, is to send someone a thank you note.
Yes.
I keep, in my drawer at work, I keep a stack of empty generic thank you cards.
Yep.
And once a week, I find some excuse to write somebody a thank you for something that they've done. And I did it. I started doing it because somebody did it for me.
Yep.
Wrote me a thank you note for something that I didn't even think I deserved to be thanked for. But it was so nice. And it made me feel so good that I thought, that takes 2 seconds. I'm going to start doing that. And now I do it once a week. And some weeks it is harder than others to think of somebody to send a thank you note to. But I've always found somebody.
That is 100% a Dave Bell special too. My brother, who is a fantastic sort of people person like that, always sends handwritten thank you notes to so many people.
I just drop them off at people's offices sometimes. Yep. And wow, does it make a difference?
It makes a huge difference.
I really like writing them too. It's good for me. My fun one though.
Yes.
Is to, next time you're at the grocery store, it's that time of year where all the weird holiday flavored crap comes out.
Yes. Try
some new flavor of something. My example from this week is that we got the holiday flavored vanilla soda from Coca-Cola.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that it's bad.
No.
But it tastes a bit like cream soda mixed with Coke.
It's vanilla Cokey.
It tastes like vanilla Coke, but a little bit different. Totally drinkable, but not like, ooh. It's not cranberry ginger ale, which is my favorite.
And we're also not going to promote alcoholic drinking on our show, but we also picked up some different flavored ciders.
Oh yeah, those were fun.
And they're super fun and good too.
But if you see some weird flavor for the holiday, try it.
Yeah,
you might like it.
Absolutely.
And if you don't like it, share it. That's what I do. I take it to work and I go to my team who work for me, who can't tell me no. And I say, hey, I brought this stuff in. Taste it. And they go, do I have to? Yeah, it's fun.
The kids don't do it anymore.
The kids don't fall for it anymore.
No.
But when I got the Thanksgiving dinner flavored jelly beans, everybody on my team tried every flavor. And it was great fun because I knew the green bean was absolutely freaking foul and they all ate it.
Remember, as a manager, use your power.
That's right.
Next time, season 9, episode 5, Shot of Love. This will be dropping on the 1st of December. So Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving.
Wherever you are.
Yes.
We hope you have a good meal at some point.
Turkey day.
Yes. All right. Bye, Maniacs.
Bye, Maniacs. Thanks for joining us on the Mystery Maniacs podcast. If you enjoyed our crazy podcast today, don't miss out on future episodes. Follow us on social media for updates, behind the scenes content, and exclusive sneak peeks. Subscribe, like, and share to spread the word. Bye, Maniacs.
I know I think Carmen Diaz has a twin sister, but they're not identical.
Maybe.
Is it Carmen Diaz?
Yes.
Is that
I
right?
think so. Riveting podcast. Cameron Diaz.
Cameron.
Yes.